This is 314 Main Road North in Hampden. The road right in front of us is getting brand new pavement, and I believe they're doing sidewalk here. This started this spring and is supposed to be done this fall. It's a neat spot because you are literally 2 minutes into downtown Hampden and 5 minutes into Bangor. You can go into Bangor straight down Main, connects right to Main Street in Bangor, or you can connect over. There's a interchange. So, older home, I think one of the original farmhouses. The owner has done some improvements like a brand new kitchen and replaced, I think, almost all the windows. There's a few of the older stained glass ones. Had done roof last year, literally just doing the roof on the front now. It still is an old house though, you know. Basement isn't really usable. She did spray foam most of the basement, which helps with heat, but this section is not on a basement. And then it's got this attached barn, which does give some dry storage. We'll see the first floor, and it has a new roof, but like it's in questionable shape. She's gonna have to do some work on the back wall. So I wouldn't say it's parkable, even though I think originally they intended to have it parkable. And in the next few years, she's gonna have to gradually pick away at it. The roof was the project for this year, so it's not going to get touched this year. And one of the neat things is it does have a fenced yard. That's extremely unusual in our area, mainly because it is expensive. Fence job like this section can literally cost $4,000 or $5,000, and it's not that big, but that is the case. So she had a little patio out here. With a pool, I think, originally, and then most recently it's just been a patio area. You can kind of see the blocks. But it's a great fenced yard. It does have a gate on that side, and there's a back door on the house. So if somebody wanted to put up a little temporary fencing, they could actually leave this closed and use that over there, I think, and for animals, or maybe even if there were kids. So it does have like a porch place here. You can put a grill, that kind of thing. She had a big flower bed here, and there's a bunch of flower beds in here, which has some planting. Somebody doesn't have to touch them if they don't want to, but if somebody has a green thumb, it actually looked beautiful when she was here. It has a huge first floor. It's just a 3-bedroom. It has a bath and a half. But it does have a lot of extra room. There's a office here, or a den. This is kind of like a little mudroom where you could put a bench and hang coats and stuff. This is a formal dining room. Again, how somebody uses floor plan is kind of up to them. From there, it does have this little built-in too, I'll mention that. And then here, it's got that kitchen that I mentioned that she did just a few years ago from scratch. It's got real solid granite countertops. Did in lighting, and lots of cabinets, nicer appliances. Does have a dishwasher too. There's where am I? Right there, dishwasher there. You know, little things that matter, but it does have the double sink, and it's got the sprayer on the faucet itself. Lights over these light up. Oh, it does have a little pantry over here. That's the door to the basement. It's got like a pantry, you know, with shelves for canned goods and such. And then it's got like a breakfast nook. And it is what means somebody could put a dining table here and use that other room for something else if they wanted to, but old-fashioned stove, that stove does not work. It is just for aesthetics. But it does kind of match the house. That stove is worth quite a bit by itself. But and then it's got another sort of even bigger pantry here where you could put, well, I guess you could put food here too if you wanted to, but you could also put crock pots and that kind of stuff. And then there's some extra room on this side, you know, for mops or brooms and that kind of stuff. This is that door that I mentioned. It goes out to the side, and it even has a screen door. And it steps out, and you can make an easy path there. You can see they've got some construction wood there which could be moved, but you could pretty easily do a path here if you wanted to. So, and the land does go over it. The property line is in the trees there. So, kitchen is definitely oversized and unusual for a house that is old like this. She is leaving the bar stools so those do stay. So, oh, and then this is a little bonus room. She used it for an office, so it'd be great for that. It's got one of those sliding kind of barn door style doors, so it can be shut off, it has its own light. And it does have its own little heater too. That's a gas heater. And the stove over there is propane as well. So basically this is the little addition that connects to the barn. We'll go, I guess it does have this little built-in here. And we do still have some little things to do. We've got, these are a couple older smoke detectors we're gonna replace. We've got a little bit of paint to do in the bathroom. We've done a lot of painting here already, but this is that living room, and that is, excuse me, just a small little fireplace, not a ridge or anything like that, just something that the owner added. Somebody can use if they wish. It does have a ceiling fan. This is the full bath here, and it's got tub by itself, separate shower, and then toilet, and of course vanity. And then it's got a little linen closet here, place to put linens. This is another. So you could, if somebody was going to put a dining table in that little room over there, you could use this as a double living room, or however somebody might want. It is the old house. You can kind of see, you know, again, 120 to 140 years old. And you can see like settling above the doors where it's not quite straight. This floor is real hardwood. I don't think this was original though. I think this was added by one of the owners. And the reason I don't think it's original is I believe the hallway here and this room here are original wood. This is a style you typically see in the you know, 100, 150-year-old homes. So this is the front bedroom. Of course, has doors and has its own closet. So it does have a first floor bedroom. And there are little sconces there. The nice thing is this is its own room, and the hallway doesn't need to go through there. It does have a good sized hallway. Not sure it's really used for much given the parking's on the side. She did put a screen, a little front entry door, helps with heat a little bit. And it's got a little porch there. It'll probably get used on Halloween, that kind of thing. But and it's got, like, we've got to still add some face plates and that kind of stuff. Stairway. The only thing, I'm 6'2", and this common with Cape style homes in our area or the old colonials. Coming up I don't have to duck, but going down I have to duck a little. So it does have a pretty good size upstairs bedroom. Again, this is probably the same size as that downstairs one. Does have a closet and then like a storage area. It could be a second closet if somebody wanted to add, excuse me, rail. We will add a closet rod in here. Somebody wanted to add their own closet rod over here, they could. This is, again, kind of common in the Cape style units. They'll have places where you can store stuff, like Christmas stuff and that kind of thing. If somebody wanted to hang up another rod or two, it's got some shelving there. You could use it for extra clothes storage as well. Trying to think. It does have bedroom lights, which is sometimes they have switched outlets in these older homes, but this does actually have lights. And then this is the second room. Again, pretty good size. This was one of the owner's kids' rooms. You can feel the upstairs slant probably more in this room than the other ones, but again, usually kids' rooms in these older homes are small, and this is pretty good size. And then it does have a good sized closet. I guess that is one of the things I'd say is slightly abnormal. Usually older houses in our area don't have big closets. Usually they're really tiny because when they built them, they literally didn't have a lot of clothes, so they'd be really narrow. So that's kind of a nice feature. There's a light switch somewhere, there we go. So, and then this is the upstairs bath. And it does come with a washer dryer. And it's got a big vanity, and then, I guess we'll give a shot of these. The owner moved to, still in Maine, but in central Maine, and the home they moved to already had a washer dryer, so they left them for the tenant to use. Toilet, big sink, which is nice. Some linen or, you know, storage for that kind of stuff. We'll go down and do the barn as well. It does have, not everybody's familiar with the heat that we have in New England, but it's got oil heat, it's got an oil furnace, and it's forced hot air. That's what the grates are. It's forced hot air heating. And then, like I said, that propane unit in the back helps keep that room and then the back of the house warm as well. It's got this little, I guess, I call it a breezeway. I don't know. I guess a little bit of storage. These are some touch-up paints that the painter left, which we will actually put downstairs. Because I would think in the wintertime, this probably gets cold. So, and it has a door into this barn area. So there's a pile of stuff that is the owner's. The rest is just kind of building materials and stuff. And you can tell this is a wood floor. I mean, they use big beams and stuff. So it is worth savings, which is why the owner's going to put some money into it. But it is going to, that side's going to have to get jacked, and they'll have to probably do some woodwork on the sill. So they did do a little bit of wiring out here. So it does have, lights and power. So if you had a, saw or something like that, you could use it out here, but it is rough. There's no question about it. So, well, actually, I guess I can leave that on. There is a second floor, which again, is not anything special. They did replace a window, which I'm not completely sure about, but again, got a bunch of owner stuff, which is not going to get moved. However, if you had stuff you wanted to set here, you'd be welcome to, put stuff, storage boxes or totes or something like that. It has quite a bit of space up here. And I think, yep. So it does have lights up here too. But again, really rough. If you had stuff in storage up here, in my opinion, you'd want it in totes. So I think that kind of completes. A lot of houses in our area don't have garages or storage at all. So while it's not wonderful new storage, etc., it is kind of neat to have a place to put storage. So anybody who's looking to be in Hampden, with the school system in Hampden is one of the best in the state. I think this is a pretty nice home. Price is very affordable, and that is kind of taking into account the fact the house is on the older side. But again, it is neat to have a new kitchen, and it's neat to have a bath and a half. Most of these old houses only have one bath, which can be tough, no question about it. So that is 314 Main Road North.